Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I got a lot of mail to go through today. I got a couple packages earlier in the week. I got one item that I picked up from Best Buy. I'm sure you guys saw that on my Instagram. And there we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I think we're good now, hopefully. So anyway, like I said, I picked up one item from Best Buy this week. That is The Man Who Fell from Earth with David Bowie. This is a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Sorry for the glare there. So glad to have this in my collection. I didn't even have it at all in my collection, so glad I waited this long to get it. This is not the legit copy. Obviously, this is a bootleg copy from Sloppy Second Sales. I watched this the other night. It's actually a pretty good transfer. This is the, I guess this is the uncut director's version or whatever. I got Cemetery Man here, also known as Delamorte. I guess it's Delamore. So really good, like black comedy, horror, zombie type movie with Rupert Everett in here. This is directed by, I'm going to butcher this person's name. I always do when I say it. Michel Soavi, Italian director. Did Stage Fright as well. So really good movie here. Nothing really to talk about on the inside. They always label their discs with their logo. So, but really good transfer. Really enjoyed this movie. So, highly recommend to watch that one. From Amazon, this is my only pickup from Amazon this week. I heard it's not that great of a movie, but it is a Shudder. I think it was on Shudder. Yeah, this is an ROJE release /back. Got it with a nice slipcover. It is a little beat up around the edges, but I don't really care. It says these aliens mess with the wrong girls. The trailer looked interesting to me, so I picked it up for a decent price. For eBay this week, I think I only got one title from eBay. I'm looking down. I got something else from eBay, but it's not a movie. This is the 20th anniversary edition from 2011, so this came out in 1991. This is Haunted Ween. This is 85 minutes, directed by W. Doug Robertson. I think he passed away recently, or within the last few years. This is like one of the, I guess you'd call it an original haunt movie. Takes place during Halloween, obviously. It says 20 years ago, a deadly accident forced Eddie Berber from his home. Guess what? Eddie's homesick. When Eddie was younger, he never got his chance to be part of the family business, the Berber haunted house. Now that he's home, he wants to play, and it's just like a revenge type movie, I suppose. It's got a lot of special features on here, including a 45-minute documentary on the making of Haunted Ween, and a couple other things as well. So there's the back. It also came with this nice Haunted Ween bag. I don't know exactly what it's a nice little bag it came with it. Hauntedween.com. When fantasy becomes a deadly reality. So really cool artwork there. It's got one of those little peel off things. You seal it. I don't know what it's for. I was thinking maybe a trick-or-treat bag, but I don't know why it has that little adhesive on it. But so cool nonetheless. That's what it came with. So there's that little stack there. If you see any of these, let me know. If you've seen them, what you thought of them. All right, so let's get into the packages here that I haven't. I cut them open, but I haven't actually unboxed them yet. So you guys see it the same thing as me. I know what I got, but you guys don't. So I got my Olive Films sale box here from Deep Discount. I only got 4 titles this year. I try to keep it minimum. I don't try to go crazy with them since they're already $20 a piece anyway. So it's like, you know, buy one get one. But like I said, I got 4 titles here. So first one here was something that you wouldn't think I would get. This is more of a drama, but I really love Kathy Bates, and Edward Furlong is in this as well. From 1993, it is a film called A Home of Our Own. Sorry for the glare. It's a little bright in here. Yeah, 1993, 105 minutes, directed by Tony Bill. Kathy Bates plays a hardworking mother and a widow. She's trying to make ends meet when she's fired from her job at the local potato chip company. Her son, Shane, played by Edward Furlong, is brought to her door by the police for stealing change from local payphones. Deciding it's time to fresh start, she and her 6 children pull up stakes in Los Angeles and move to rural Idaho. In search of a better life, Frances and her children spot an unfinished house and decide to do whatever it takes, no matter the challenges and adversity, to buy the property and build a home of their own. So, kind of like a cool, movie that I usually wouldn't, trying to get out of my comfort zone with all the horror and the sci-fi and action films I have. So, I'm always looking for new movies to watch. This one here I've always wanted. It never been part of the sale like the last couple years, but it finally was on the sale this year, so I picked it up. This is a Meryl Streep, Roseanne Barr film from 1989, and that is She-Devil. Revenge is sweet and low. Obviously this is like a comedy with a little bit of, I guess, I wouldn't say horror really, just I would say dark comedy maybe. Yeah, 89 minutes, 1989, directed by Susan Settleman. We got Ed Begley Jr., Sylvia Miles, and Linda Hunt also in this film. So really want to check that one out. So we got She-Devil. This one I've always seen on DVD on any thrift store I've ever been to for like the last couple of years. Got the Blu-ray. This is from 2001, directed by Peter Hewitt. Stars Ryan Phillippe, Rachel Lee Cook, Claire Forlani, and Tim Robbins, and that is a film called Antitrust. Truth can be dangerous. Truth can be deadly. This has to do with, like, in the late 90s, early 2000s, everything was about high-tech programs and stuff like that. So never actually got around to watching this, so I definitely want to check it out. And the last one here, I have the original on Criterion. I didn't have the 90s version, so I picked up Lord of the Flies. 1990, 90 minutes, directed by Harry Hook. It does not actually say who, actually it does say who the cast is in here. James Badge Dale from Iron Man 3 and World War Z. Danwell Pipoli from Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. And Chris Furr from Exile. So, interesting cast there. We'll check that out. So that is it for my deep discount Olive Films pickups for this year. Let me know if you've seen any of these as well. Okay. Next up we got Vinegar Syndrome. I think there's only one title in here. Maybe 2. 2 titles. Yeah, 2 titles. I'm actually waiting for a couple more that I've pre-ordered, but I know they're on their way and they haven't come yet though. So I think this is what I got in April, and then they had this little like sale on 420. I think it was a couple titles were like $14.99. So I went ahead and picked it up because it was 14 something. It was 14.20 or something like that actually. So we got Eat Brains Love here. A road trip movie filled with heart and brains. And on the back here it says, if I told you last week we were going to turn into cannibal zombies, what would you have thought? I've always been intrigued by this film, but I never got around to watching it, but I really enjoyed that slip. It's embossed, it's shiny, Even the spine is embossed, as you can see there. So this is actually not a it's a partner label. It's put up by Gunpowder and Sky, so it's not 100% Vinegar Syndrome, but it's a partner label. So thought that was cool. And this is actually one that I got that was actually put out this month in April. So I've always wanted to watch these movies. They are, I'm not sure where they're from. I know they're in Spanish. I think, where are they from though? I don't want to say it's from one country and not the other. Okay, it is. Okay, it is from Mexico. Okay, so we have the Vacation of Terror 1 and 2 Blu-ray here, put by Vinegar Syndrome. Or else I'm gonna butcher that. I used to know how to pronounce that in high school. Vacaciones de Terror 1 y 2. Let me know if I said that right. Vacation of Terror is from 1989, 81 minutes. Vacation of Terror 2 is from 1990, 86 minutes. Directors, where are the directors on here? There's video interviews with, I guess, I don't know who these people are. Actors and actresses from the movies. Video interview with the composer from the first film. Interviews with special effects artists. It doesn't tell me who the director is. It's like Cardona and Galindo, I guess. Yeah, Rene Cardona III and Pedro Galindo III. Okay. Anyway, there's the back. So you guys can read that without the glare. Try to get a better view there. Yeah. So can't wait to check these out. I saw, like, I was looking on eBay for the DVD before this was even announced. The DVD was going for like $50. It's crazy. Glad I waited. Definitely want to check it out on Blu-ray. So there are my two titles that I got from Vinegar Syndrome. Okay, this one here, I didn't know what it was until I opened it, obviously, but the box says it's from LCJ Pictures. I don't know who that is, but I looked it up and then I figured out, yeah, I know who it is. So Massacre Video put this up on their website or on their Instagram, and I was like, that sounds like a strange movie. I need it. I don't really need it, but you know what I mean. I wanted it. So this is, it's very limited. It's only 1,000 copies available, and I have 370. So let me tease you a little bit more. This is a 2015 film. It's from the UK. It is 94 minutes. This is a region-free Blu-ray, as you can see, you probably see on the insert. It is called My Bloody Banjo. Yeah, that's right. My Bloody Banjo. Signed by the director on the back, and it's number 370 out of 1,000. Liam Reagan. There's the spine. Same on the other side. This is, I got it from Massacre Video, but I don't think it's an actual Massacre Video release. It is a Refuse Films and Syncest Films release. So here is your artwork underneath. Yeah, it has that 18 thing on it. And then on the back, there's your back there. A twisted tale of revenge, infidelity, and snapped banjo strings. Eccentric office worker Peltzer Arbuckle is trapped in his own nightmarish reality. Some of us are at work. Inadequate in the bedroom, struck in the friend zone, and tormented daily by his violent boss. Okay. The notorious Mr. Sawyer. Fate soon takes a hand when Peltzer suffers a genital mishap and conjures his childhood imaginary friend Ronnie to help put a gory end to his childish tormentors. Says it's pretty much Drop Dead Fred meets Basket Case through the eyes of Lloyd Kaufman. So, sounds like a fun time, don't you think? Uncut, uncensored, and uncircumcised. So, I will watch that and report back to you what I think of it. So, that is it for the movies for this unboxing. So once again, I ask you, if you've seen any of these, if you've intrigued by any of them, please let me know in the comments below. Now the last thing here is something that I tried to find on Record Store Day. Couldn't find it. One of my local record stores just didn't carry it. They didn't buy it to resell it or whatever, however that works. So, and then my real local, the local record store here, the next town over, doesn't participate in Record Store Day. They do something different. They sell, like, you know, out of print titles and I guess older Record Store Day titles, which is very strange, but hey, whatever, man, whatever they want to do with their business. So I found a copy of The Day After on eBay for the same price it would have been in store. So I'm glad I found a copy and I picked it up. So I bought it from Indie CD and Vinyl in Indianapolis, Indiana, 806 Broad Ripple Avenue, if you guys want to check them out if you're in that area. So here's the box. Slide it right out here. This is the Clowny Clown Splatter release. I don't know why they had the price tag they ripped off for some reason. But this is words spoken, sung, and written by Crispin Hellion Glover, and that is the album is called The Big Problem, The Solution. Sorry, The Big Problem is not the solution. The solution is Let It Be. So finally got myself a copy. I think he said something in his yeah. All words and lyrics point toward the big problem. The solution lay within the title, Let It Be. Crispin Hellion Glover wants to know what you think these nine thines all have in common. He does have his phone number there, but that was back in the day. Obviously, I think someone tried to call it and it was disconnected, obviously. So you're not going to get a hold of Crispin. I'm sorry. But here is the back. There's actually, I think I realized there's some bonus tracks on here too. But I think it only has the 9 here. Yeah, there's only 9 written here, but I think from what I remember, yeah, I'm sorry, it's up here. So there's the track listing there. There's the first side there, and then the second side there, and then there's like 3, I think there's 3 bonus tracks at the end. They're all untitled. So really glad to have this in my collection. Now, before this came out, the original pressing was going upward toward like $500 or something like that. Crazy. Even the CD was going for some coin. So again, glad to have it in my collection. Can't wait to check it out. So that is everything for this video, guys. So let me know in the comments if you've seen any of these movies, if you've listened to Crispin Glover, and what do you think of his music. And I will catch you guys probably tomorrow, because I went thrifting after work today and I found some interesting things. So I got a whole bag here. I got it for $12. So I will share that with you tomorrow. So take care. Have a great night. See ya.